Alright guys, welcome to Mama Teach. My name is Jackie and this is my 7th year teaching. I will be moving to 2nd grade this year. I have taught 1st grade for the last 3 years and I taught 2nd grade 3 years prior to that. This is my 3rd year in this classroom, in this school, in this district. So my 4th school altogether, but yes. So my classroom is, all the things are still on the wall from my last classroom year. We do get to leave all those things there. I do plan to change a good bit of it though, so I'm going to start taking things down. I'm going to start emptying out my storage closet because all the things are in my storage closet. So I'm going to show you around and take you along with me as much as I can. I am new to this. I tried to do this in the past and it never worked out for me, so I'm going to try harder this year. Again, this channel is just going to be something that I use to remember things that I did in my room. I do a lot of things that I want to remember and I want to be able to reflect back on at the end of the year. And between this and my new Instagram, which I will link down below, I do plan to keep track of things that I'm doing in my room. I don't know, I just think that it's something that I'm going to enjoy having later. So without further ado, I will take you along with me, but I do want to preface this video, and it makes me sad that teachers have to say this, but I am in my classroom 3 weeks earlier than I have to be, and if that is not something that you're okay with personally, that is fine. Do not feel like you're a bad teacher, but I also do not feel like I'm a bad teacher for not enjoying my summer. Being in my classroom, especially by myself, is something that I look forward to every summer, and I move into the next school year mentally around March when I get back from spring break and I start thinking about all the things I want to change and all the things I want to do differently and all the things that I need to, get ready and things like that. So we get out late May and go back early August. So I know some of you are just now getting out. You've only been out for about a week, but I have already been out for an entire month. So I have spent an entire month enjoying my summer and preparing and getting things ready also. But to me, that is enjoying my summer. I enjoy doing those things, especially when I'm not on a time crunch to do them. So I am here 3 weeks earlier than the teachers have to be and about 4 weeks earlier than the kids have to be. And I am excited to be able to set my room up early this year. Every year it's been pushed off to the last minute for one reason or another, and I don't have to do that this year. So I'm excited and I can't wait to take you along with me. So stay tuned. All right guys, so the first thing I'm going to do is remove all the papers that I have around my room. We do have to cover up our bulletin boards and any open shelving. This is all shelving right here. So I'm gonna remove all of this, and I think it's technically just to prevent it from fading with the sunlight that comes in. So I'm going to take all the papers down. I'm going to empty out that closet right there. It is jam-packed. Most of this stuff stays up here. I do have a few things over here I'm gonna take down, but that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to start taking things down. Okay, so I was able to take everything down. All the papers, anyway, not everything. You can see behind me, I took all the papers off, took the paper off the shelf. So what I'm going to do now is take down the things I know I don't want, like I'm not gonna use. This is my math talk board anymore. I'm gonna put it back right here. I had it like this 2 years ago, and I just have a lot of math stuff that I like to do, like spiral review type stuff that we do whole group up on the board. So I'm gonna take that down. I'm going to take, sorry, I'm not trying to make you dizzy. I'm going to take this burlap down because I'm tired of looking at it. Some of this black border right here is ripped up, and then I'm gonna take those down. I don't like that anymore. I'm gonna take those letters down because I got new letters. This is taking up precious wall space, so I'm going to revamp that this year. This is full of things that don't normally, well, they do go on the shelf, they just don't go like that. So yeah, so I'm gonna start taking down some things. Oh, I'm taking all these down because I don't want these up here. So yeah, I'm gonna start doing that so I can kind of see what I need, because I know I need some more bulletin board paper and maybe even a couple more borders. So I kind of just want to see what I'm gonna need. So stay tuned. Think about it, but the little pom-poms and the burlap that were up here hold a lot of dust, and they were kind of gross. But I'm changing things up because I am looping with some of my, not all of them, but some of my first graders to second grade. And so I kind of want to change things up a little bit and just kind of give them a fresh start. I don't want it to feel like they're back in their first grade classroom. You know, moving grade levels and being promoted is something that is supposed to be exciting and fun and new. And some of them need that fresh start. And I need that fresh start. So I am using this opportunity to change with my room, to change with my kids. So we're all getting a fresh start, and I'm gonna bring in some more greens, not a ton, but just some more greenery, green things. And yeah, so that is where we're at. I'm gonna finish taking down these letters right here, and then I don't need this black border right here. So I'm gonna take these down also. This is the fun of cleaning out your classroom. So I was taking these, oh, you can't even see me. I was taking these down off of this little birthday board right here. Again, I told you this is taking up precious wall space, so I'm trying to empty off this wall so I can use it more efficiently. But yeah, so I'm taking these down, and as I'm doing so, we have a large roach problem at this school. So we're always having to like spray and stuff. So I was checking these bags to see if there was any creatures in them. And while I was doing that, I found pieces of my morning tub stuff. Actually, I think it's my indoor recess stuff. But like, how does that end up in a bag under the tissue paper on this board? How does it happen? Kids, gotta love them. Okay, so as you can tell, I took that down, but now I have a ton of stuff. So I'm just gonna spend the next few minutes trying to take that off the wall so I can have a clean slate. All right, side note, so I was able to get all this cleaned off. I took the letters off that were going up that said celebrate, took the border, the bags and stuff off. Tasks that you think as a teacher are going to be easy, oh, I'll just rip that off the wall. Always become something more. You can see the mess I have made. Yeah, so tasks are never easy. But on a side note though, I realized when I got in here that we got new air conditioners over the summer. So that's awesome, except this one, the old one, didn't work when I left. And I had put in a trouble ticket for it, or like a maintenance ticket for it. And so when I saw new ones, I was pretty excited about it, except the new one doesn't work either. So I do still have another one, and it is working, thank goodness, but I'm sweating. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm sweating. So I think what I'm going to do, because it's like awfully quiet in here, because there's not really anybody here yet, and even if there was, I don't want to film with all of them staring at me. So what I'm going to do is set up what is going to be, like, this is going to be my teacher area, but I'm going to use this just to control our little projector thing here. So I'm going, oh, I am shaking. So I'm going to use this as just my little computer stand. The only thing I'm gonna have to do is find something to use for my document camera. My document camera has to hook up to all this right here. So I do have to figure out somewhere to put my document camera. But yeah, so I'm gonna figure that out, and I'm gonna get this turned on so I can turn the board on so that I can play some music or something, because again, it's like really quiet in here. So I'm gonna do that. All right guys, quick update. So I really haven't done much, but before I move on to my next big project, I wanted to kind of give you just a little update. So I had a big poster here. It's a Leader in Me poster. We are no longer a Leader in Me school. So I took it down and I've started a trash pile. I moved my rug and took this pocket chart down that was hanging there. I used this pocket chart for random things last year, but I did not have it hanging there all year. I just put it up there when I took down my classroom last year. I did get my board working, my computer. Again, my rug was right here, I moved it. This is gonna be like my circle time rug, I guess, well, area. And this is where I normally sit. I'm gonna put my, sorry, my desk is so in the way. I'm gonna put my read aloud shelf right here, just to pick, read alouds to pick from. Okay, this little friend right here is our new Chromebook cart, Chromebook holder. Like I said, I taught first grade last year, and we were all one-to-one, K through 5, I mean the whole district, all the way up to 12th grade, we were one-to-one. They have changed that this year, and kindergarten and first grade no longer are one-to-one, and we only get 5 Chromebooks. So everybody else gets to keep theirs except for kindergarten and first grade. And my admin did not tell anybody, I guess, that I was moving to 2nd grade, so they came and took my Chromebook cart and left me with this one that only holds 5. So I'm gonna have to get that swapped out, and when I do, I'm gonna put the Chromebook cart back by the door. Again, this is my computer stand. I gotta do something with all this mess right here, but I'm also gonna put my word work cart here. When I clean out my closet, I gotta get another ring to make that level. And that's gonna be just my phonics board. I have to have these posters up. It's part of my curriculum. They're not beautiful, they're not cute to look at, which is also why I use my sound wall, but they are required to be up. So that is where they're gonna go this year, because that board is halfway covered with my computer anyway. Last year they were hanging, you can maybe see the little clips, they were hanging right here on this wall, and we did circle time right here, but I'm gonna leave them there. I didn't really reference them that much last year, but I'm gonna put my word work cart right here and use that for my document camera. This is gonna be my word work corner. These hold little like key marquee letters, I guess, like you could say. Not really, I don't know, but I think I'm gonna move those to the other corner, but that's gonna be a pain in the butt because it was hard to get up. And then this is just my corner still. I still have a little bit of a mess over there. There's the wall I just cleaned off. So my next job is to tackle this closet. I'm just gonna pull everything out because I keep thinking, oh, I need that, I'll go get that. And it's in my closet and I literally cannot enter it. This is my library shelf, but it's full of stuff still. So this is my closet. Yes, I know, I'm very fortunate that I have all this space. I know a lot of you do not. I can kind of give you a tour. It is organized. It may not look like it. This is not organized, but this is my read aloud shelf. This is my Monday through Friday shelf, my word work cart, my small group cart. This is all just storage because that's not enough, so I have to have all this. Same thing for right here. So yeah, you're gonna watch me kind of just pull all this out. This is my indoor recess cart, lap desk. This is just a box full of baskets that I didn't want to take home yet because I wasn't sure what I would need. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of just pull everything out. Okay, so this stuff for the majority, I'm pretty sure all of it, this may come out and be used, I'm not sure. The majority of it stays in my closet. I don't use the majority of it every day. So these are just like posters and things that I have in there. This is for my Word workstation. I gotta take that out. Anchor chart, a tent that we used during Camp Read Aloud Day. Not Camp Read Aloud, Camp Read a Lot. We do it during like Dr. Seuss Day. This is decorations. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put them. Again, this is all storage right here. I'll give you a closet tour another day. These are old files that sometimes I use, sometimes I don't use. This is my fridge and microwave combo. This cord, it gets taped down. I just need to retape it from last year. It does narrow my walkway a little bit to get in. I mean, it's still plenty big, but it does narrow it a little bit. But there is something about parents seeing a microwave and a mini fridge in a classroom that they assume that it is fine for their children to use both. And so it is something that I have decided to keep in my closet. They don't need access to it. I would be the only teacher in my school that let them heat up their food and store their cold things. So I just keep it in my closet. It's out of sight, out of mind. It doesn't make great classroom decor anyway. So it's just something that I keep in my closet. All right guys, so I was able to get a few things done. I'm going to wrap it up here though for day one of classroom setup, and I'm going to very quickly show you what I was able to accomplish. And I'm gonna run some errands, get some things that I need in order to get a couple projects done tomorrow, and then we will be back tomorrow for classroom setup day 2. All right guys, so this is my classroom coming in. This is my door. I normally just leave this down. Whoever was in this classroom before me 3 years ago did that, and I don't feel like redoing it. So I moved my clip chart here. Yes, I used a clip chart. No, it is not the center of our day, the center of our attention. Yes, the kids can tell you who is on what color at the end of the day. Anyway, that's not up for debate. And then this is our emergency bag. These are just some things I have to have up on my wall. This is my math board. I was able to take everything off this. I'm going to redo these because this has been uneven all year, and I'm not sure. I think I had stuff here last year, and so it stayed uneven all year, and it's gonna bother me this year, so I'm gonna fix it. I was able to put, this is the rug where we're gonna meet for like our number talks and things. I'm gonna make a third crate seat and put those there. I was able to put a few books in my library. These were, these gray bins were, nonfiction books, and I don't really have the room for them. So I'm gonna move a few things around in my library this year, and so I put all my nonfiction books down there at the bottom. These are some ones that were in these bins that actually have a category. I'm gonna put, I changed this out throughout the year. My alphabet will stay where it is. My number talk stuff will come over to this whiteboard. I'm about to go buy some borders just so that I can do that tomorrow. This is my easel that I use for our phonics, and in these 2 baskets I keep some teacher materials, my Hegarty manual, our phonics manuals that we use, things like that. This was just what I'm doing. I bought a flip calendar for this year, so I'm gonna put that there. This is what I was just listening to. Okay, so here's my Read Aloud shelf. I like having this shelf right here because these are gonna be my centers. I used these buckets last year, but they were just sitting on the floor, so I'm gonna put them here this year. And my pencil sharpener, I don't let my kids use it, but there it is. Again, Read Alouds. This shelf doesn't really work the best. It's not really the best shelf, but it was given to me a couple years ago for free by my mother-in-law, so it is what it is. The holes are like really deep in it, and so everything, even like tall books, you can barely see any of the books because the shelf doesn't like level out where the next one is. It just goes all the way down. Anyway, so again, this is where I sit. I'll put that blanket back in the closet when I get done. This is not going to be in here forever. I'm waiting on my Chromebook cart. This is going to be my computer desk, and I'm going to have 2 computer stations this year. So I have like this one for me. The other one's going to be mine too, but it's going to be my school laptop. We have laptops and we have desktops. So this one's going to stay here just so I can do the things on the board that I need to do. And this is going to be our little phonics stuff. I told you guys I have to have those things on the wall. My custodian is trying to get me some little tables. This thing right here holds these little tables right here. So he's going to get me 2 more. I'm going to put some bar stools there, some paper, and my student work wall will go here. That will be my writing station. I can also put some writing things there. So that is what that is looking like. Let me back up. So this is going to be my teacher area. This will stay here. This is my small group cart. This is my Monday through Friday drawer, and then I'll have a next week drawer. These 2 things, these 2 tables are just gonna hold stuff. And that is my, sorry, it keeps not focusing. That is my student mailboxes. They are going to stay there this year because I'm not going to send home papers every day. I'm going to collect them throughout the week, and then that is how I will file them. And then I'll be able to send them home on Friday. So anyway, this is just random teacher stuff. This is something I want to put in my library. More random teacher stuff. Again, I haven't gone through this shelf. It won't all stay there. So I was going to make the other corner my word work corner, but I've decided to make this corner my word work corner. It doesn't feel as cozy as it did, but I'm hoping putting this rug down will help a little bit. I'm gonna redo this because it's uneven and it bothers me, and this is only gonna hold 10 words and I need it to hold at least 15. So I'm gonna see if I can make it hold 20, but we'll see. But this is my word work cart. So whether they're practicing their most common words, is what we did in 1st grade, or they're practicing our phonics skill for the week, these just hold different materials to do that with. Have like fake Scrabble letters, 2 of those. These are actually stickers, but I never used them, so I put them in here. Oops, one of my drawers is uneven. These are like light table letters, but the kids like them. And then I have these magnets, so you can see "you are being mean," I think is what that's supposed to say. Yeah, love finding stuff like that. Anyway, these letters, I had them on these little boards, but then I made this, so these letters, they just spell out 1 word per box. And I also have 2 sets of stamps, which is what is in this top one. I'm gonna use these. We have some little transfer cards to go with our Reading Horizons stuff. I don't know yet what I'm going to put here. I was going to move my word wall, but I'm not sure anymore if I'm going to. This takes a lot of work to redo, and so I'm just not sure that I'm up for the challenge, but I kind of need to be because 2nd grade hits a lot more phonics skills than 1st grade does. But if you're looking for how to set this up, it had there was like the little pom-poms and things right here. That's why there's such a gap. But if you're looking on how to set yours up for 1st grade, this is pretty much all we covered. There was a couple more things we covered, but pretty much this is all I covered with our 1st grade stuff. But 2nd grade, like I said, hits a lot more standards, a lot more skills, so I'm going to have to revamp it anyway. Yeah. These are all my library books. I had to take them off that shelf when school let out, so I've got to clear out all this stuff, and then it'll hold other things. This is my recess cart. This right here is a clip chart for our most common words, sight words, red words, heart words, whatever you want to call them. This is what that is. Our school breaks it down by list. So there's a red list, a yellow list, blue list, orange list. And so they all start here. And then once they know the red list, they can move their clip. And my hope is that they know all 20 lists by the end. So like this one has like, red has like 5. This one has 3 different lists in it. This one has 5 different lists in it. And this one has a few. So anyway, there's 20 altogether. It's like the first 200 fry words. But yeah, so that's what I do with that. This is just a little cubby area. I normally keep like their snacks and their water bottles up there. They're not going to get water bottles this year. These are room transformation things. There's my water bottle rack. I gotta take it down. These are room transformation things. They usually just stay there. I may move them since I have some extra space over here this year, and I didn't last year. I had some other things up there, some curriculum things that I don't need for 2nd grade. This is all small group stuff. So if we're working on a specific skill, like one of them is digraphs, I can just pull the little books that go with it. I can pull any worksheets I've already found. And I don't have to reinvent the wheel every year or every time I want to have a skill. This is just where I hang random crap. Again, this is my closet. It doesn't really look any different. Got those things set up. And then that brings me back to this space. This is where I'm going to put my affirmation station with the posters around it. I'm about to go to Walmart and get some command hooks and get that done. So, well, I'm gonna go get the command hooks and some borders, and then when I come back tomorrow, the affirmation station will be on my list, the math board will be on my list, and definitely my library will be on my list. I am going to do some reorganization in my library this year, so that is something I need to get some stickers for. But yeah, so this is just an overview of day 1. I appreciate you being a part of my channel. Again, this is Mama Teach, and if you haven't liked or subscribed already, please go ahead and do so, and follow me on Instagram at MamaTeach2. Bye for now.